Hey, I call this poor man sewing. So we're really going to start getting into the poor man sewing. Quilt as you go. I've seen on this tutorial about a template that you could buy. You know, one of these things that you could buy for quilt as you go. I checked it out. My wallet's not that big. So I said, why don't I make me one? So I made one. I made one a little bit bigger than this ruler. Because I said, I'm going to try to use this ruler more than just for scallops. I'm going to make something else out of it. So I took me a piece of foam board and I cut it out. Now the measurements on this is, it is 12 by 16. Now, the inside of it, I cut it 12 by 8. Okay? So we have 12 on this side, 12 right here. Okay? Then we have 8 here, and we have 16 here. So I said, wow, this works out pretty good. The way that it works is you cut your background or your fiber fill out of this, and you have your block on top. But all of this inside, let me get it to go back inside. It has a certain way that it goes in. Okay. But the whole thing is your backing. So I said, why don't I try this out and see how it works? So we're going to give it a try. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut out our fiber fill. So we're going to take it out and we're going to set that aside, and we are going to work on just cutting out our batting by it. So this is the only strip of batting I have left. I got some little tiny pieces over there, but this is what I decided I'm going to use. And it fit just perfect with this too. So I said, let's just see how many I can get out of this and see what kind of a quilt or wall hanger or what I can make out of this. So we are going to cut all these and see how many blocks we can get out of this. So when I get done with this and find some material and all, then we'll see what we can do. Okay, I got 9 of these, and this is what I had left over. And I have already started cutting my material. So I have 9 of these. Now I'm going to cut 9 of these too. So we are just going to continue to use this because this is what we have been using. And we are going to cut. See, I cut off a little bit of it. But that little bit doesn't matter. We're going to continue on. And look, this right here is going to hit just right too. So we're going to cut us 9 of these out. And we're still using that thing, that piece of foam board. We want 9 of these too. So I just been laying it right on it like this and cutting. Uh-oh, that got loose. We don't need that to be loose. So we're going to get 9 of these. I think it's about time to change my blade. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out 9 of these, and then we'll be back. Okay, we have 9 of these cut and ironed, and 9 of these cut and ironed. Now I know that this is more than I need because I only have 9 of these. But if I want to add to it, then I'm going to have the option to do so with the same color and the same pattern. Just so that you know why I cut more. So, now then, we're going to put this back inside of it. And now we want to cut our backs this size. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with this one and we're going to cut and get 9 of these. So when I get this done, then we'll be back. I have decided that I am going to put this through a test, a poor man's test. But I have got all of these, the backings, ready to go. So we are done with this. So we are just going to put it up. Here is the test. I sewed a piece together to make a backing. I only have the one so I could check it out because I have more of the fabric that I could cut out. But I chose to do it this way so that we can see how well this all works out. Gotta have a test somehow. So now we got these done. Now we are going to put these aside because we don't need them right now. So now we're going to work on our block with this ruler. So we're going to get one blue one, light blue, and one dark blue one. And we are going to put them on top of each other like this. I can see one's a little bit smaller than the other, but it will work out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's see, how should we do this? I think, yeah, why don't we level this one up, this block up this way, and we are going to cut it. Because I'm one to give a try on anything. So, now we got that one cut. And we can see it. So now let's go over here. And let's line it up on both sides. I'm trying to get it in and cut, you know, be able to cut it and all. And make sure I have seam allowance and all this good stuff. Okay. And we're going to give it another cut. So we are just going to play with it. And now we're going to cut it this way. Then we're going to come down here and we're going to cut it this way. Because I don't know about you, but I like to do things different. So now let's pull these out. Well, if I can get it in there, make sure this is cut too. I hate it when it don't cut right. Okay, we got them out of there. Look there, I made it too big right there. Okay, so now we got that cut out. Hey, even though I do have some cut out more than I need, we have room for messes, for mistakes. So let's see if we can't make some mistakes to see what we can come out with this thing. Now then, let's take the top one off, and we'll set it over here. And we'll set this one down inside. We'll set that one down inside that one. So you see, even though it isn't right, you see the difference in it? We don't mind. I mean, it's all going to be a test anyway. So, I'm going to go and I'm going to sew these two together. And then we'll see what else we can do with this. Okay, as we can see, it didn't work out. So we got some material to play with something else. So we're going to trash that. So let's give us another one. And let's give it a different try, a different way. So let's line them up. We're going to find something. Okay? So, this time, I'm going to introduce this. So we can get it some kind of something, you know, going on here. So we have a 12 inch. We're going to mark it right here at 6. Now then, which one of these, let's go down to about the middle of it and mark it. Okay, and what's the middle of this one? Be 4. So now we have a middle right here. So, we have somewhere to work with. Why don't we go, why don't we go like this? Okay? Uh-oh. I hate that when that happens. Okay. And we have one like this and one like this. Now let's see if you see it. Yes, you can. So we're going to go sew that and see what that looks like. Alrighty, these right here turned out a whole lot better. I said we can live with this. We just cut off all these old strings. And now what we're going to do from here is I'm just going to set them over here. And we're going to grab 2 more. And if that worked out well, why can't we go on and do something else? So we got 1 in that one. Let's put 2 in this one. And we're just going to pick 2 spots. That one looks good right here. So we're going to line it up between our little dotted lines right here. And we're going to give it a roll. And we're going to go back just in case there's one that didn't. Alright, let's go down here. And we're going to do it down here. Now let's go to the sewing machine with these. Okay, these right here turned out pretty good too, but I didn't allow enough seam allowance over here on this side. And the same on down here. But hey, I'm not too much into curves, but we can work with this. So we're going to put them over there. Now let's grab us 2 more. And I'm tired of curves. I'm no good at curves. Can you tell? Okay. So we're still going to use the same ruler. But we are going to go lay it this way. Hack it. And let's lay it this way. And hack it. Now, let's take these to the sewing machine. Well, these turned out pretty good, so we can put them in the stack to keep. So let's get us 2 more. This time, let's do it this way. We're going to go, right about there. And let's hack it that way. Then let's go down here. And let's hack it that way. So, let's take these to the sewing machine. Well, we got some more blocks done. So let's see how many we got. There's 4, 6, and 8. So we've only got 2 more blocks. Then we'll have enough blocks to do it. So let's do 1 more. We're doing pretty good here, I think. So now, how do we want to do this one? How about we go, let's line these up. We want them lined up right. How about if we go like this? And we flip it. And we go like that. Now we'll take this to the sewing machine. Okay, we got these right here done. I don't like this one. See how it didn't come out too good? So we're going to fold it up and set it aside. I think we got enough to do it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get one of our backing. We're going to get one of our fiber fills, put it in the middle. And we're going to get one of our blocks. And we got plenty of room to play with here. Now we're going to pin it down. All the way around. What does it sound like?
I don't know, maybe they were scraping the road on the other side over there.
Could be. Okay, we got that one pinned on. Let's do 1 more. So we're going to get 1 more backing. 1 more fiber fill. 1 more block. Put it in the middle. And we're going to pin it down. Now then, we're going to turn this one over like that. Then we're going to put this one on top. And we are going to level them up together like this. And then we're going to pin them together. A couple pins ought to hold it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and sew from right down here all the way down. And then we'll be back and see what it does. Okay, let's go for the unveiling. And let's just check it out and see how it looks and all this good stuff. And all. You know what? We ought to leave these over here. That's on this side. Okay. And I'm going to put these back until I take care of them. Okay. Now, according to that, we should be able to fold this in like this and pin it down like this. And sew that. And this one right here, we should be able to do it the same way. That's what we're going to do. And now, we're going to go sew these down. And we're going to see what happens from there. Alright, I think they turned out pretty good. You see it? I think it looks good. So far, so good. I like the idea. But I wish these right here were smaller. So the next time that I go to do it, I will fold it 3 times or 2 times rather than the 1 time. But as for right now, I'm going to go ahead and stick with this. So we're going to get us another one ready. So we need a backing, a fiber fill, and a block. And we will pin it down. Now, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to go ahead and put this one on, and I'm going to do 3 more exactly the same way. Then, when I come back, I'll show you how to put the 3 together. Then that way, you see that as well. And if you like this idea, then you know what to do. So here I go. Okay, we have this one done, so we got 2 of them done now. So now we're going to lay this one out upside down, and we are going to spread it out. Now we're going to take this one, and we're going to lay it right on top. Like this. Okay. I like the way this side works better. So I'm going to go down here. We'll make sure these right here work out too. So, let's start with this corner. We want to make sure these 2 pads work out. We're going to slap them together. This feels pretty good, so we're going to slap them together. And we are going to slap them together. Those feel pretty good. We'll slap them together. And then these together. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go down and we're going to sew this all the way down. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this up. Well, here it is. We've got the red hanging out, but other than that, it looks okay. And it's going to be a small thing. But like I said, I wish these right here were smaller and all. But, hey, it looks pretty good. I'm pretty well much happy with it and all. Let's cut the finger again. So, I guess you'll see it when I get done. I'm going to go ahead and put the other row on, but whenever I go to do this part and all, then I'll come back and show you how we set that up and do that, because it's pretty well much the same, but we have to kind of square it up because the ends are not level. So we are going to go ahead and finish it up, and then I'll show you the end product. Okay, we are done with this part. Now what we're going to do is we are going to level it up, and then we are going to make it, go around it and everything. Man, I think right here I'm just going to take and cut them strings off and call it quits on that part. That ain't bad at all. On my tab. Alright, we're going to go down this side. And I already done got the one up there. So we're just going to wipe this one off. Call it quits right there. Come up here at the top. And pretty well much get the strings off of this one. And turn it around this way. And get that part. And I think that'll be all right there. Now then, we're going to go and I gotta get my junk out of my way. And now we're going to pin all these around and sew it down. So you pretty well much do it the same way that you did it right in here. You just fold it and pin it. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this. And then we'll show you the end product. This is a test that was pretty good. I liked it. But these right here need to be smaller by far. Let's set you over here and let's take a gander at how big it is. And we'll see what size it is. Oh, gotta get the ruler. Alrighty. We have 34 by 23. So now we know how big it is. And I have to say, it turned out pretty good. Even the back don't look that bad. So we can handle it all. I'm happy with it. I mean, it's a small blanket, but would I do it over again? Yeah, I believe I would, because I'm happy with it. Okay, so this is a test well done. This was a test. This was only a test. If there had been an actual emergency, do not call the government. Do not call the cops, because they'll come in and they'll kill your ass. And then you'd be in trouble.